Hello.
Nice one. I'd like to kick us off, gentlemen, second row.
Jurgen, perfect start.
Very good start, for sure. As a start, perfect as well, because we won the game, but as a game, of course, not perfect, but really good. So nobody knows exactly how valuable or worthy a preseason is. It's always you see things in the preseason, but different opponents in different moments. So now Premier League is a proper fight then immediately. So that is the biggest change, and then you hope as a manager that your team is ready for that, because you cannot test it before you have to test. And for that it was, of course, then absolutely okay. Start was good. After being 1-0 up, maybe we didn't have exactly the same dominance. We felt intensity. We didn't have that so far in the preseason, really, because after 60 minutes you change. So that's no problem. So when you feel something after 30, 25 minutes, it's not too long to go. But when you want to go the whole game, so that's all different. And you saw we were not as compact anymore after in that period when Arnautovic had a chance, when they had a few set pieces. They were obviously taller than us today, so that was always a bit tricky with the wind on plus. So that's the thing. But then we scored in a perfect moment out before halftime. It was absolutely perfect. Scored the third one and the fourth one, and when Daniel was kind of 8 seconds on the pitch, and that was really cool. So result good, performance good. Let's carry on.
Chris?
Naby started very well, which we can pleased with that, and when the new player comes in, gets it straight away, and there's a role in that opening goal from particularly.
Yeah, nice. Absolutely good performance, of course. Look, I don't make that after 6 weeks in. I don't make the difference between a new player and an other player, because for me it's exactly the similar importance that Millie and Ginny are ready to make the next step in their development as well. So Naby is in because he's a really good footballer, and I said it from the beginning, he obviously settled really quick, and there's a similar style of play, there's a similar position than he did at Leipzig. Can play different positions obviously, but I think the 8 is his best in the moment, so that's all cool. But he has a lot of help from the players around. They really, with Sadio, works really hard, and and the same with then Ginny and Millie and Robbo in this case. So that's really good. I'm pleased, absolutely. But actually, that's what we expected.
Dave?
Yeah, it's actually the biggest opening day win at Anfield since 1932.
It's
You won't know that. But it kind of, there was an expectation around the ground, and you could sense that. Do you sense that? Do the players sense that? The fans?
No, look, baby, how can you? We have expectations as well, so that is already enough that you feel completely different before a Premier League game than before all the preseason games, wherever they are. If it's Man United in USA in front of 100,000, feels different to a Premier League game, and when West Ham, that's how it is. You cannot create that situation. That's what I mean when I said you cannot test the test before you have to test, and that was good. We know about our expectations, and we obviously realized the very positive atmosphere around us in the whole preseason. That's all. So it's good that the people are rather positive, but people know as well that this season again will be unbelievable hard. That's the only thing what I wanted to say, and we cannot be anything different than the challenger, because we didn't win anything since since I'm in anyway. But it's a long time ago, so we have to invest more, we have to fight more, we have to create more. That's what we have to, and that's the only thing we spoke about. That's what we expect from ourselves, and then we will see where it leads to, because West Ham will play for sure a good season, but they are not then the Uniteds, the cities, and all that stuff. That's how it is. They know that, we know that, and we have to play. We have to be ready week in, week out for all the different challenges and expectations. Ours is the highest, but that changed nothing.
Okay, Paul, then Fred, and then wrapping it in.
Yeah, it's possible to clarify the situation with Dejan Lovren, his contentious injury.
I didn't read his interview. I only heard about it. Yeah, obviously he's not fit. Yeah, he had Let me say it like this: he had last year already a few problems with that, but he could obviously play. He played really good, to be honest. So, and then recovery days were always enough. Then was not a problem. He was on the next session again. We didn't train a lot in the end of the season, of course, because we were more or less constantly playing. But he played constantly. So now in the World Cup, obviously, with 3 times 120 minutes, it got a bit worse. But I'm pretty sure it will settle. It will settle in the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, I would say. In that time, he can for sure train already, but not the full program. So that will then take time. But at the end, it's something it's serious, but not that serious. So it's not that we need to be afraid or whatever, that it takes until whenever. So in the moment, he's not available. That's true.
Okay, and our friend from Brazil, Fred, to finish with.
You had Sturridge, Shaqiri, and Henderson coming off the bench a bit. When you look at the bench now, can you see that they have more options to change games, especially in a long-term championship that is very good?
Yes, because I'm not blind. I see them, and I can read the lineup and see then who's on the bench. And as I said before, Alberto Moreno, I had no explanation why he's on the squad. He had a fantastic preseason, so he got better and better and better. That's how it is. But we have to make these decisions, and Adam Lallana didn't come on. He's getting better and better and better. Kleiny, the same. Dom Solanke, Def Origi, yeah, all getting better and better and better. That's how it is. But that's what you need. I'm pretty open. When I speak about that, it's like it is. I don't like telling players you are not in or whatever, especially when they give it all in the training sessions. But it's completely normal and part of the business. So there are more difficult things to accept in life. Especially the only problem is always August and September beginning, and then we start playing 3 games a week. And you don't have that problem anymore pretty quick. Then everybody will play and everybody will be fine. And so the job for the boys is in the moment to work really hard. If you don't start, or if you start as well, but if you don't start to work really hard and be ready for the moment. And at the end of the season, the plan is they are all happy because they had played an important part in our season. And so, from my point of view, all good.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. See you during the week.
Bye-bye.